Tell no more in it because the Furonti. Yeah, tell it because the Furonti. South Sudan because the Furonti. Eastern Uganda because the Furonti. Eastern Uganda because the Furonti. Proscovia.
People's Front for Freedom, PFF, People's Front for Freedom, PFF. We congratulate you for what you have achieved today to launch PFF. The struggle for freedom is a permanent and continuous process. It's unfortunate that today the party is being launched. First, we thank you for inviting us. It's unfortunate today we do not have our colleague in the struggle, our brother, a colleague leader, Dr.Kizza Besigye. It's unfortunate that we don't even have a government that observes the Constitution. Whatever charges were put against Dr. Kizza Besigye and our other colleague, Haji Obed Rutare, whatever charges were put against them, whatever the processes of trial and anything else, whatever the problems that there are in that process. But there is a constitutional provision that if anybody serves 180 days, he automatically gets bail. They have even contravened that. But the struggle has to continue until all our colleagues, not only Dr. Kizza Besigye and Obed Rutare, but all other colleagues in the struggle who are in prison in various places in this country. There are many young people of NUP who are in prisons all over. Many of opposition parties, some don't even have parties. They are there in prisons. That struggle has to continue. We thank the lawyers who have sustained that effort. The leader of PFF, Honorable Mlodi Elias Lukwago, we thank you for the effort that you have consistently put up. May the Lord give you strength and resilience to continue with all the teams of leaders, national as well as regional and international.
This is one of the things that has been used in our own country to create the poverty and hopelessness that we see in our people. People pay taxes every day. All of us, even the poorest in the country, pays a lot of tax because on everything that you use, everything that you buy, there is a lot of tax on it. That tax is collected by the regime, but it's not used for the benefit of those who paid. So money is drained, it goes away, it does not come back. People become poorer every day, while a few people that control these resources become richer and indeed have a lot of resources that they can use to further control the country. Lastly, the major form of control of the country is through controlling information and letting only people hear or get the information the few people want them to hear, and restricting the hearing or access to information that the few people do not want them to access. So that control of information then is used to control people's minds and understanding. So I want you to understand that the dictatorship we have has led to the control of all these things: control of decision making, control of institutions, control of resources, control of information. The dictator uses the control of those things to now entrench itself, because, as I have pointed out to you, a dictatorship comes into being through use of force. It continues to use that force to cause fear in the population, fear of sanctions, fear that you are going to be killed, you are going to be imprisoned, your property is going to be taken away, or you are not going to get an opportunity for yourself or your children. People live in fear. That is one of the strongest tools that every dictatorship uses: fear. The use of force to cause fear. Secondly, because the dictatorship controls all the institutions and all the resources, they grant favors to those who comply with what they want. If you are willing to support the dictatorship, they can give you a favor by way of giving you some resources, maybe giving you money, giving you a job in the institutions that they control, or giving you any material benefit that from the resources and institutions that they control. So people are held captive through expectation of favors, through bribes, through renting, hiring their support. Thirdly, because, as I have said, the dictatorship controls information, that information is used by way of propagating the wrong information that government or the regime, the dictatorship, wants you to hear, which is called propaganda. They keep on drumming the same information, and because people are not listening to other sources of information, they start believing the wrong information that the regime is presenting to them. And this information